Hey everyone, what is going on? It's your boy, your father, your dear old Papa Yam. I'm coming at you today with the best new expert level motorcycles for the 2024 model year. With the influx of bargain beginner bikes and middleweight parallel twins, it seems like the top of the line squid missiles are left a little by the wayside. But fear not, I'm coming at you with 7 big boy bikes for the experienced elder squids. So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode of expert level dude top of the line cube Yammy Noob. Today's video is sponsored by our friends over at ASV. Let's get into it. BMW Motorrad has debuted a handful of new motorcycles for the 2024 model year, seeing more updates across their whole lineup than most manufacturers. We looked at some of their new intermediate models in last week's video, and today we're checking out what updates they're bringing to their expert level flagship bikes. The motorcycle that many Beamer simps are feigning over is the new M1000XR prototype that's set to be officially launched this fall. Most Germanic fast boys are already familiar with the brand's M line of motorcycles, currently including both the M1000RR and the M1000R, the former being BMW's homologated racing machine based off of the S1000RR, decked in carbon fiber and the best components that money can throw at it. Similarly, the M1000R is BMW's naked roadster variant. The new M1000XR is set to be the sport touring iteration of the platform, designed for unrelenting power and unending mileage. The M1000XR uses the same 999cc inline 4-cylinder engine as the RR, modified slightly for the XR's application. It is claimed to be making over 200 horsepower with an approximate top speed of 174 miles per hour. Should you really be doing 174 with a bike that has like tall ADV style suspension? I don't know about that. With a 492-pound curb weight, it is a relatively svelte machine as far as sport touring bikes go. BMW has claimed that the XR will use highly tuned chassis technology and control electronics to make this bike capable for everything from track riding, street squidding, and long-distance touring. Well, if that's the case, count me in. Like other models in the M line, the XR will use M brakes and of course make use of aerodynamic winglets. More information is yet to come on this bike in the coming months, so stay on the lookout if you're a divorced dad with a lot of cash burning a hole in his pocket. Starbucks better lock up their espresso machines because there's a new adventure bike out on the prowl. BMW just upped the ante with every aging father's favorite ADV bike with the new and improved R1300 GS. The 1300 GS is actually quite a substantial update from the previous iteration, boasting much more than just a bump in displacement. The 1300 GS features a whole new frame, doing away with the steel trellis frame found on previous generations. The update to the chassis is designed for increased rigidity and a more compact footprint. 1300 GS is actually tipping the scales 26 pounds lighter than its predecessor, weighing just 523 pounds. That's actually pretty light for this bike. The subframe was designed for customizability, having multiple mounting points for luggage racks, panniers, or aftermarket seats. This bike has a more modern styling as well now, making it more stylistically akin to the sleek and modern bikes you see on dealership floors nowadays. Part of this stylistic update is the addition of an X-shaped LED headlamp, replacing the kind of dorky asymmetrical light on the old generation. I think this looks a lot better. Despite being a new and updated motorcycle, there's always something mildly archaic about the boxer engine design. The new 1300 is air and liquid cooled, making it 145 horsepower and 110 foot-pounds of torque, a slight bump from the previous figures by the old 1250. But to no one's surprise, the bike has a suite of rider aids including drag torque control, dynamic traction control, dynamic brake assist, hill hold control, and ABS, as well as 4 different ride modes. R1300 GS also gets radar controlled features including adaptive cruise control, collision warning, and blind spot monitoring if you were so inclined. BMW has also added adaptive ride height, which increases the ride height at high speeds and lowered at slow speeds or a stop, similar to the system used in the Pan America. In base trim, the BMW R1300 GS starts at $18,895. If you're ballsy enough to take your big bad adventure bike off-road, chances are you're going to drop it. Probably not once, probably not twice, but many times. And what is the first thing to hit the ground? Your levers. Lucky for you, ASV is here to solve all of your problems with their unbreakable motorcycle levers. ASV is based in Huntington Beach, California, and has spent the last 2 decades perfecting the motorcycle lever. Founded by lifelong rider Bob Morales, ASV is dedicated to ensuring you're not buying a new set of levers every time you take your bike off-road or to the racetrack. With their unbreakable promise, ASV will replace any broken lever with their industry-leading warranty program. ASV is a company by riders, for riders, and should be the first and last place you look to upgrade your levers. Because we like ASV so much, you can follow the link in the description and use the code YAMMY to receive 15% off of your order. Thanks so much for ASV for the support on the channel. Again, use that link in the description and code YAMMY for 15% off. Now let's get back to the show. Speaking of dad bikes, Ducati has released the new 2024 Multistrada V4S Grand Tour. The Ducati Multistrada V4S Grand Tour is the latest addition to the Ducati's Multistrada V4 line, completing the quartet, which also includes the V4S, the V4 Pikes Peak, and the V4 Rally. Designed specifically for long-distance road rides, the V4S Grand Tour incorporates all of the premium features found in the V4S model, with a focus on catering to avid touring enthusiasts in search of the answers to life's greatest questions out on the open road. Under the hood, it boasts the fully zooted Desmo Sedici Stradale 90-degree V4 engine, which delivers an unctuous 170 horsepower and 92 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is complemented by a range of advanced electronic systems, including cornering ABS, Ducati traction control, vehicle hold control, and Ducati wheelie control, all of which are managed by the bike's onboard IMU. You got all that? A touring squid needs luggage, and this bike's got it. The V4S Grand Tour has enhanced storage capacity with integrated side cases providing a generous 15.85 gallons of space. Other practical additions include a center stand, keyless ride system, and various heat shields for added comfort during long journeys. As the tech we keep seeing the new adventure and sport touring bikes getting is electronically adjustable ride height. This motorcycle introduces the minimum preload system, which allows for easy lowering of the bike at low speeds, and easy lift, which reduces the effort needed to raise it from the side stand. It's almost like you're getting ride height devices from GP on your V4S. The Ducati Skyhook suspension ensures a smooth and controlled ride, while the Ducati Quickshift facilitates seamless gear shifts without the use of a clutch. Constructed with an aluminum chassis, the motorcycle features top-notch suspension components, including a Marzocchi 50mm fully adjustable fork and fully adjustable Marzocchi monoshock in the rear. Braking is handling, of course, by Brembo's monoblock Stylema 4-piston calipers, offering excellent stopping power. They're the top of the range, as an adjustable seat height ranging from 33 to 34 inches and a curb weight of 536 pounds. With an MSRP of $28,395 and 170 horsepower, the Ducati Multistrada V4S Grand Tour is nothing less than an expert level bike. If there was ever a bike that exuded expert level energy, it is the KTM 1290 Super Duke. And if there was ever a motorcycle that we mere mortals have no business riding, but we're likely getting in early 2024 anyways, it's the KTM 1390 Super Duke. While this entry requires a bit of speculation, this bike has been more or less confirmed through spy shots and leaked information from KTM. At the heart of this orange demon lies a formidable engine assumed to be upwards of 1400 cc's, a significant increase from the previous 1301. Because we really needed that, right? This enhancement translates to a projected power output of nearly 119 horsepower and a staggering 110 foot-pounds of torque. You gotta remember, those are like gold wing levels of torque in a bike that's likely going to weigh less than 450 pounds. These figures place the Super Duke 1390 firmly in contention with the most potent offerings in the market. The decision to up the ante in terms of power is a strategic response to an evolving competitive landscape. Since its debut in 2014, the Super Duke 1290 garnered acclaim for its blistering performance, but with rivals pushing the boundaries, KTM recognized the need for a substantial upgrade. The leaked data also unveils two variants of the 1390 engine, one designated as the Engine 1390 Super Duke CN 2024, suggesting production in China through the CF Moto KTM partnership. The other variant without the CN designation will be crafted in KTM's Austrian facility. This bike is anticipated as a 2024 model. The new KTM flagship is poised for an imminent European and British debut following an introduction to the American market. Once unleashed, it will vie for supremacy against formidable contenders such as the Ducati Street Fighter V4, the Aprilia Tuono V4, the Kawasaki ZX-10RR, and the Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RS. We don't have firm information in regards to pricing, but for those who bleed orange and have a sick predilection for power wheelies, the Super Duke 1390 will likely be priceless. I had the privilege of riding a Triumph 1200 Scrambler last month, and I genuinely enjoyed my time with it. It seems as if there are less and less new sport bikes these days, and instead companies investing more into adventure bikes, sport touring bikes, and retro scramblers. But hey, what can you do? The market responds. This latest iteration of the Triumph Triumph Scrambler XE boasts a host of upgrades, making it an even more formidable contender in the realm of off-road prowess. This bike uses the same 1200cc Bonneville engine that's making 89 horsepower and 81 foot-pounds of torque, but while the engine is the same, the Scrambler has received an upgraded throttle body and exhaust headers aimed at increasing torque spread above 5,000 RPM. The tuning has been slightly modified for 2024 as well, aimed to reach peak power sooner in the rev range for better off-road capability. I will say 89 horsepower and 81 foot-pounds of torque is a lot off-road. One of the biggest upgrades to the Scrambler's suspension, it's using a Marzocchi 45mm upside-down fork at the front and dual rear piggyback reservoir shocks in the rear. This optimized Marzocchi suspension offers an impressive 9.84 inches of travel both front and rear, providing exceptional adaptability and responsiveness on rough trails. That's a ton of travel. The Scrambler XE comes with an enhanced cornering ABS and traction control system. It's also going to provide riders with a selection of 6 distinct modes, each offering its own throttle response, ABS, and traction control configurations. These modes include Sport, Road, Rain, Off-Road, and Rider mode, as well as an Off-Road Pro mode. All of these features are managed by the 6.5-inch TFT display. The 2024 Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE is going to cost $15,295. One of the few sport bikes to receive an upgrade for the 2024 model year is the Kawasaki ZX-10RR. This bike is Kawasaki's homologated machine used in World Superbike. A key innovation in the ZX-10RR is the variable air intake system housed within the airbox. This system employs adjustable intake funnels to optimize performance at different RPM ranges. When raised, it enhances high RPM performance, while lowering the funnels bolsters low to mid-range performance. This dynamic feature amplifies power output across the entire RPM spectrum, offering unparalleled flexibility in racing applications. It's worth noting that to take advantage of this system, the bikes must be fit with the race-only ECU. And having watched World Superbike this year, Kawasaki does need a little bit of help with their platform. The Ninja ZX-10RR is an extension of the high-performance ZX-10R platform, sharing the potent 998cc inline-4 engine, an agile aluminum twin-spar frame, and an aerodynamic design adorned with integrated winglets. It boasts a range of advanced electronic systems, including Kawasaki cornering management function, the Bosch IMU, traction control, ABS, and launch control. Setting the ZX-10RR apart are specially crafted engine components developed through Kawasaki's World Superbike endeavors. The 2024 ZX-10RR rides on Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa tires mounted on exclusive Marchesini forged wheels. Its single-seat configuration underscores its track-focused nature, with fine-tuned suspension setting further enhance its performance capabilities. For the die-hard Team Green track junkie, the 2024 ZX-10RR will run you a spicy $30,500. And now Kawasaki can't really complain that, oh, Ducati has a $30,000 bike and we don't have one and blah blah blah. This has to be the full Zoot one, and I'd like to see them be a little more competitive in World Superbike. And we're closing out this video with the spiciest of meatballs, the pasta rocket of all pasta rockets, celebrating a milestone in Ducati's illustrious history, the 2024 Ducati Panigale V4 SP2 Anniversario 916. Wow, that's a long name. Pays homage to the iconic Ducati 916, a legendary superbike that left an indelible mark on both the track and motorcycle industry at large. Introduced in 1994, the 916 superbike dominance was nothing short of spectacular, securing 120 World Superbike race victories, 8 constructor titles, and an impressive 6 riders' championships. The speculation on the existence of this bike stems from the California Air Resources Board that shows this motorcycle is part of Ducati's 2024 Panigale V4 lineup. Building upon the success of the 2019 Panigale V4 25th Anniversario, Ducati once again pays tribute to the 916 with this limited edition release. The 2019 model, produced in a limited run of 500 units, showcased an array of premium features including both forged magnesium Marchesini wheels, a titanium Akrapovic exhaust, a dry clutch, carbon fiber accents, and special livery. For the 30th anniversary, the Panigale V4 SP2 serves as the foundation, already elevated with enhancements like carbon wheels, Brembo Stylema R calipers, an MCS Radio Master cylinder, dry clutch, a leather drivetrain, and billet Rizoma foot pegs. Priced at $39,500 for the base SP2, die-hard Ducatistas can anticipate a similar or even higher price tag for the 30th anniversary 916 version. A teaser video is out hinting a grand unveiling on the 6th and final episode of the Ducati World Premiere 2024 series, set to be released on November 7th. Which bike are you most excited for in the 2024 model year? Did I mention enough dad bikes in the video today, or should I have included more? Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and thanks again to ASV Inventions for the support on the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. fact, bioluminescent fungi like nightlight mushroom, Mycena chlorophous, possess the unique ability to emit a soft greenish glow in the dark. This natural luminescence arises from a chemical reaction involving luciferin and luciferase. That could be Italian. A process akin to that of fireflies. Goodbye.
Ah, you've made it to the end of another Yummy Noob video. Aren't you just a special little cookie? Aren't you just something so great? Aren't you just, look at you, you're just so freaking cute. Why don't you go ahead and click on the next video? Why don't you go ahead, listen, hey, I'm just kidding around. Hey, listen to me. Click on the video.